Hey guys, Megan and Todd Ferris here with the Ferris Property Group.
You ever seen those signs out in people's yards saying happy birthday, happy anniversary?
Yippee!
Yippee! Well, we're about to interview those people right here, right now in this version of
Our Town.
All right, we are here with the infamous, I don't want to say twins because I don't think you're actually twins.
They're fraternal.
Fraternal
They're
twins. They're not twins at all. They're our besties. Besties.
Dynamic duo.
Dynamic
I like
duo
that.
of Sign Gypsies. This is Christy Gohausen and Pauline Badelow, and they're here to tell us everything about Sign Gypsies. So I'm going to toss you a softball. Huh? And
Thanks, Todd.
so why don't you give us, for those that maybe don't know Sign Gypsies, what is Sign Gypsies?
Yard greeting company. We come set up in your yard. Happy birthday. Welcome home.
Congrats, everything.
Yeah,
everything.
congrats. New baby signs. We have it all.
We see a lot of events around Zionsville too that you guys support, and you'll put them out at the schools or for teams. We were talking about earlier, but big events going on too, which is really cool because you guys seem to support the community a lot with all of your signs.
One of our favorite things to do is support the community. Like past couple weekends have been musical weeks
Oh, yeah.
for the schools, and we've been able to help celebrate those kiddos.
I love that.
And the show choir. That was
Yep,
a big
and
sign.
show
They
choir.
did. They
Yeah.
had their big win.
So tell us how you guys had this idea and how you got started.
So it's actually a franchise,
Okay.
and it's franchised out of Texas. And there's a gal who lived up in this neighborhood that I knew, and she also knew, and we had both messaged her because she moved out of state and she started it in another state, and we both said, "Oh my God, that looks great. We need it in Zionsville." We did not know each other,
Really?
so
We both were messaging this
other
person
woman
at the same time.
Really?
And she was like, "I think you guys should maybe talk to each other and maybe do it together." And we're like, "We've never met."
Wow.
Yes, let's try that. So then we talked on the phone a couple times, and then our husbands, we all got together and had
Okay.
dinner, and then we're like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it."
That's
so that's
amazing.
literally how it started
Here
in
we are.
2017.
Five and a half years later,
And what number were we? What franchise?
we were number 198.
And now
Wow.
there's
800, over 800 franchises.
Yeah.
So
You guys
That's
ever
so
get into
cool.
like West Side Story fights with the other franchisees and like your spell? It'd be
Spell
it'd be
off?
cool if you did. But do you ever like meet in the streets and then you have a spell
No.
off?
No.
I think you should.
Sign off.
So what's the typical process for you guys in terms of somebody's interested, they want to do a
Yeah.
birthday celebration, a musical, whatever. Who are they contacting? How does it work? Where are they going? How's all that?
signgypsies.com. They can go to the corporate website, put in a zip code, and then it'll send them to us. They fill out a booking request, which is basically happy 10th birthday, Lydia. And
Yeah.
they say colors, what they like, and then we send them options. We have tons of different options. So if they say pink, purple, glitter, we'll send them that kind of stuff. And they pick, and then when we come out the day before, we just go, okay, and then we just put it together. We kind of like, oh, let's do this. And I don't think anything we've ever done is the same. For them, I mean, everything is different.
Yeah.
every
It's really
single
cool
time.
how like the themes and colors and all of it goes
And
together.
we
Something
really try
cool.
to customize it to their hobbies and
Okay.
interests. So if we have a football, basketball player, we're pulling the football and the basketball.
Yeah.
If we have a girl that's a dancer and she loves softball, she gets a dancer and a softball, so that type of thing.
I love that you, I mean, to me, that's part of the best part is you can say, hey, I've got this really cool thing going on, and you guys create it. I mean, you're creative and say, what about this and these colors or whatever, and then you put it up and you take it down. So it's so nice and easy too. What are some of the craziest things you've ever done, or just some ideas that have stood out to you guys before, or some good ideas for the spring and summer, because that's where we are now.
You gotta tell them.
Dirty 30?
No.
Oh, that's what I was
Spill the
thinking
tea,
of.
you guys. That's what the kids say.
Oh, the vasectomy. That's right. So long balls. It was
So long ball.
And we went. It was in the
So long boys. We did. It was so
long boys.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was. And that was back in our earlier days.
Like first year.
and
I
we
think.
actually were like, should we do this? But then we're like, it's kind of remote, so I guess.
Yeah.
But we had to take it down.
No,
same-
he took it down.
when
he was so
not
mad
happy
when
with
he
his
got
wife.
home
Oh, really?
at his wife,
Uh-huh.
and he pulled all the signs out of the
And
ground
she called
because he
us.
was so mad.
So sorry.
That's pretty sweet, but let's hit the hard question of, do you guys have specific roles that you guys run? Like, is one person taking the orders, one person putting the signs in? How do you do it?
Yep, so I take the orders, do like the back and forth with the customer, and most of the invoicing. She does some of that too. She does all of our social media, so follow us on social media because it's awesome.
There you go.
And she does a really good job, and she does Instagram and Facebook stories.
And we both set up.
And
We're
we
both
set up.
installers.
Yeah, we both do those. So that's kind of how we divided our strengths of
And
her
she
creativity.
kind of takes one end of the territory, so we cover different zip codes,
Okay.
and she takes one end of the territory,
South side of
South
yeah.
side?
southwest side,
Yeah.
I would say,
Okay.
and then I am the other side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And we played with the Our Town sign. We had them. We tested them to put up the Our Town sign, and we found out that there's some unique qualities of one might be a little more OCD about the layout of the signs. I'm not going to point any points, but it's this one. So
That's
Teamwork
why she's so
matters.
good
Yeah, I mean,
at
that's
social media.
why they're a team. It's perfect.
And you know what? We totally complement each other
Yeah.
perfectly.
All right, so tell us the best timeline to order and some of the big things coming up that you can make a sign for.
You can order out as far out as you want,
It's probably a good
which
thing,
is great,
right?
especially if you have multiple children. Oftentimes,
Yeah.
you might forget one of them.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of that. So if you have, 3 kids, just send them all in at once, and we'll get them all booked for the year, which is really
Okay.
great. So we've kind of trained some of our people on that. But graduation is huge. It's our busiest 2.5 months, 3 months. So graduation, teacher appreciation is huge.
Okay.
Mother's Day, those
Yeah.
are all coming up. We do also set up in all weather, so rain or shine, we're there. Wind isn't our favorite, but we do our best to set up for that too.
yeah.
I do have a vision of you guys like flying across the yard or
No, we go running after
I had
our
balloons running
graphics.
yesterday, and I was like,
no.
All right, I got two more questions before we let you. I was gonna say go, but that doesn't work.
No,
Finalize.
This, go. This is wrap it up.
Yeah,
Last
before
lap.
we wrap it up, boom, last lap. All right,
Finished.
I need to direct your set.
all right. So last questions for you. We talked about it earlier on all the socials. Which platform specifically are you? Where can we find you and look in to what you're doing?
We are on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok every now and then.
Every now and then, okay. And we're gonna just drop the handles or the links somewhere in this area. Courtney, make it happen. Okay. All right. And then last question for you. So when I was a young lad, I did nothing but good things, but occasionally I would fall into peer pressure, and we'd go signing.
Tisk.
And signing was when you just grab as many signs as you can from around the community and you put them in one person's yard. I'm not going to make you do that.
do that,
Because we
children.
already have our signs here. So would you guys want to be a little adventurous today and maybe go sign some of your neighbors' yards?
Let's go get in trouble.
Sure.
Sounds good.
That's good.
It's the fuzz!
Fine, Karen.
Since we just got done committing crimes, Megan used to steal every number 3 back in college that she could find. I don't know why I wanted to share that here on social media, but I did. Hey, we want to say a quick thank you to the sign gypsies themselves. We've got Pauline and Christy. You need to make sure that you hit them up for all of your sign needs. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
yes.
Thanks for having us. It was
Yeah,
fun.
really
a lot
fun.
of fun.
It was a good time. Well, hey, peace out, you guys. This was Our Town.